you mentioned earlier that you worked in this building
Yes.
for basically your entire career.
I like it. I know where to go. I know where all the special places are here in the office. So if I need to hide, I can hide. But yeah, I'm very, very fortunate.
Welcome back to Coffee Conference, where I sit down with members of the Forbright Bank team over coffee and talk about jobs other than social media. Today, I'm joined with Nick Kilavos, who is one of the managing directors of corporate finance at Forbright Bank. So first, Nick, how do you take your coffee normally?
I take my coffee black with a little bit of water.
Oh,
and that's it.
I've never heard people putting water in their
A little
coffee.
cold water. And I do have a soft spot for unfiltered Greek coffee.
What is a Greek coffee?
Coffee grinds that are boiled and poured into a small espresso cup.
I guess you learn something new every day.
Yes, but thank you. Good to be here.
What would you say that corporate finance is if you were talking to someone that was 5 years old?
You have these pool of businesses, companies owned by other pools of investors, and they are looking to grow their businesses in different ways. And then you have pools of investors, traditionally in our world, private equity funds, that are actively engaged in investing in those businesses or helping them achieve that growth.
Yeah.
Where corporate finance fits in is really in the middle. So we've targeted the middle market of businesses across the United States, and we are providing senior loans in conjunction with typically institutional investors, new capital coming in, and working with those investors and the borrowers directly to affect whatever transaction is happening.
Would you say working with families kind of makes the work a little more personal to you?
It absolutely does. It's a massive event. It's a life event for these underlying borrowers. We're in constant communication with the company, the investor, and we all work together for a successful outcome for that business. One of the things that we've always appreciated is the opportunity to be brought in early and view it as a partnership with our borrower, that family owner, the next wave of management and leadership at the company, and the investors. So it's a living, breathing relationship. It's not we show up and conduct our analysis and provide our loan and service the loan.
With corporate finance, what is one thing that you think would surprise me that goes into your job?
I think the collaboration that exists between while you are negotiating in a counterparty way, negotiations as a lender with your borrower, with your investor group, those are separate, but it does need to be a very collaborative process.
Yeah.
That's where we found the most effective outcomes have come through super transparent communication.
When you talk about negotiations, is it exciting in terms of a lot of people are like, well, we did this, or we have this, and no deal, and all this stuff. Is it as exciting in being in it in terms of when people are negotiating how much something costs? Or is it more kind of just, just the ebbs and flows of the business?
I would love to say I have been involved in a couple of situations that have come together where people are all at a table.
Yeah.
That is incredibly uncomfortable. To put those opinions out there. It doesn't happen as frequently, and which is probably a good thing.
Oh, for the best.
Yes.
But you're telling me that movies and TV shows aren't getting it accurate? That's so shocking.
You sell the dream. You sell the dream, and then you wake up and you're 25 years as a finance professional. You're like, this is not how it works. But you find what you like.
Yes. Yeah. So you mentioned that you worked in DC for the last 20 years.
Yes.
But according to your LinkedIn, you went to college at the University of Michigan.
Correct.
Don't want to put you on the spot here, but my most hard-hitting question. I can't help but notice that the University of Maryland and the University of Michigan are both in the Big Ten Conference.
Correct.
So if you had to pick one, and no pressure, we are in Maryland, but where does your allegiance lie when it comes to college athletics?
As you can tell, I am wearing a blue sport coat, and it begins and ends Go Blue, University of Michigan.
All right, we can cut this.
Lots of respect for Maryland and lots of friends who went to Maryland, but
Michigan just seems like a fun school to go to. Unfortunately, if I have to admit it, it does seem like a great school.
It was yeah, nothing but in hindsight too.
Yeah.
A lot of fond memories. So it's a great place. I would, Maryland's got a lot to offer too, but I definitely will always. It begins and ends with Michigan.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Nick, for joining me on Coffee Conference.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you.